A chance. To make it in life, that's all you need. Luckily for all of us, we have one. The real question is, what will you do with it? Every person that's born is lucky enough to have the same amount of time, the amount of time that's allotted for them. This number is different, varying from person to person, from things that you do to the genetics in your life to the people that you meet to what you decide to do with your life. This amount of time can vary, but no matter what, everybody has an allotted amount of time. See, most people spend their entire lives working for something they don't believe in, or not even working for something they don't find true joy or happiness in, just to make things happen and make ends meet. While on the other hand, other people are out there searching for what their life's purpose truly is, trying to find what they care about, what they feel passionate about, what they really want to pursue in life. You can spend your entire life looking for this, going on this journey of a lifetime, of a ride that you don't know what the destination is, and you don't know when you'll ever get there. And that's the hard part. Many people give up on finding what they're here to do. Many people just fall to what they can achieve and what they can just grab as easily as possible. If you have a vision and you're a visionary of becoming something great, inspiring influence and change and making a big difference in the world, but then after a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you fall and you're like, well, this isn't it. I didn't find my purpose. Maybe this wasn't for me. We all know this big question: what is your purpose? And most people spend their entire lives trying to figure out what their purpose is. But many don't become successful in finding this answer. They fall, they give up, they try and do something else, they succumb to their norms, what's normal, what's comfortable for them, and they stop pursuing what they're meant to be here for. Some people are more fortunate than others, though. That's a great thing. If you can figure out what you're good at, what you like, what you're here to do, then that is your chance. That is your shot. That is your opportunity to do something great. But other people, they're not as fortunate. They spend years, decades, maybe their entire lives trying to figure out what they were meant to do. That's why I think it's essential for everybody to find what their purpose is. If it's building themselves, if it's teaching to others, if it's creating a legacy or building something that will revolutionize the world, everybody's story is different. What will yours be? In order to find something that you can truly contribute to and change the world with, we have to try and find what you're interested in. What is your calling? What will draw you to continue working on something for a repeated amount of time, for a long amount of time that you have no idea when will end? The best way to find an answer to this is to think about what interests you, what draws you, what kind of subjects, what kind of activities, what are different hobbies, just things that in general, when you think about them, you genuinely are interested. Your mind is piqued by this energy and you're trying to become better at. Maybe you're trying to learn more of. Maybe you're so good that you're teaching others how to do it themselves. And even if this isn't the thing that you personally believe is your calling or what you do, you just do it for recreation. Maybe you just do it because you're good at it and you don't think that's what you're meant to do. There might be some underlying information that you can absorb and take away from this. Something like if it's a creative idea or something, if it's a technological idea, whatever it might be, there's some underlying information that you can take from that and see and try and develop yourself and see what you specialize in. Somebody that's good at music or art can translate into somebody that does creative writing. Maybe they become a creative writer. They decide to start their own book series, novel series, whatever you want to call it. And they realize this because they've always had a passion for doing creative work, and it translates into it. Your mind just works a different way. So now that you've figured out something that you truly might be enjoying, truly might be good at, something that you can see yourself pursuing and working on for a repeated amount of time without having any complaints, that gives you the first steps into your process into taking your chance and taking your opportunity and not letting it slip away. This is typically the hardest part. So when we talk about what to do next, it shouldn't be all downhill from here. You should be cruising. It shouldn't be that much energy and that much effort. You've got something that you know you are fueled by. You get fired up when it comes up in topic. So now you just have to hold it tight. Once you discover something that you truly enjoy doing and something that you're I wouldn't say permanently, but relatively passionate for a long amount of time, you should be able to do the work easier. Being able to do work that's on something that you enjoy, it just seems like a much easier task. It's not as demanding of you. Think about writing a 30-page research paper versus playing some video games. Somebody that likes playing video games is going to be like, oh, playing video games, easy, but writing a 30-page essay, not as much. But somebody that enjoys writing and doesn't enjoy video games is going to have more joy and be able to more freely and welcomely write that paper versus playing some video games. It just depends on who you are. So once you find something that you truly are passionate about and enjoy doing, the work becomes easier. You can just do it and it'll seem like you're not doing any work. I've noticed that video editing isn't the greatest skill of mine, but I do enjoy doing it to an extent. But once I get in that groove and I start editing and I see that, I'm like, oh wow, like I'm making some cool edits that I personally enjoy, it becomes much easier. And now that I've been doing it for almost 2 years, well, I've been editing videos for longer, but I've seen myself become more comfortable and more entertained and more enjoyable with it. I'm searching up tutorials. The work just becomes a lot easier, even though it's such a redundant task. The best part about this is that no matter how niche or how unique it is that you decide to pursue, if you've thought about it, there's a high probability that somebody else is enjoying it as well. There's going to be a group of people that enjoy it. And this gives you a chance to network with people that know what you're doing, know the struggles, know the benefits, people that maybe aren't as experienced with you that you can help. It's just such a big community that you have an opportunity to take advantage of. People that don't know what they're taking and what their chance and what their opportunity that they're looking for is, they don't know who to talk to, they don't know who to communicate with, but you do. So this gives you an upper hand way above everybody else because you know people that can help you. So you got the resources, you got the education, you know what you're doing, you know what path you're taking, you know what you should be working on. So now the most essential part is keeping your foot on the gas. Once you have a chance and once you have an opportunity, you never want to ease up. You want to keep on pushing. And the good thing for you is that you might never even see another opportunity. If you take advantage of the one that you have at your hands right now, one that you enjoy, one that you're good at, one that you're consistently working towards, you can take advantage of that, and that's good for you. You never know if you'll be able to find another opportunity of something that you enjoy so much and that you're good at and that you can reproduce. And then if you don't, well, then you're screwed. If you truly care about this and you truly want to be good at it and you truly want to make a change or do something, be great in this field, you have to keep your foot on the gas and keep working towards it. Because once you ease up, you're not getting the results you want. You don't want to slow that down. So say you're working on something and you've been working full steam ahead, whatever it might be, and you're still not seeing results, and you want to loosen up the gas. Well, if you loosen up the gas, you're not going to be able to get results any faster. You're not going to be as committed, as dedicated. You're not going to have as high of a likelihood of becoming great at this. So keep at it. Keep working at it at full potential, full capacity, because who knows? You keep working at it, you might just break through that breakthrough level. You don't know where it is, but depending where you are right now, if you ease up, you're not going to be reaching it as fast, but then once you hit it, flies up. And once you break past this, there's no limit on how far you can go with it. You have a chance to expand, to grow as big as you want, to teach hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe millions of people something that you want to. Maybe you want to sell something, whatever it is, something that you have, some knowledge that you have, and you have this drive to stick to it for this long. You have the opportunity to grow it to as big as you want. It just depends on how hard you push. We've all heard stories, we've all watched movies, and everybody loves a great ending. One where a hero leaves a legacy, one where he creates an impact, one where he leaves a value. You're writing your own story right now. If you want to, you could be the hero who worked hard, who fought off all challenges, faced adversity, and still came out on top. That story sounds much better than one where somebody sat down and came out on bottom. They didn't do anything. They tapped out. They let off the gas. They let go of their chance. They kept jumping from idea to idea and not realizing that what they needed was something they already had within them. Since you stuck to it, you worked hard, you kept at it, you held on tight, you faced adversity, you didn't want to deal with anything. You discovered so much more about yourself that you didn't know. You discovered that you could do great things, that you could make a difference in the world and in your own life. You reached a life that you never realized that was possible for you because you just held on to something that you already had. You knew something that you were already aware of. It just didn't click that if you kept at it, you could see something that you couldn't even imagine. If after this you're still lost, I heard a great quote that may help you, and it went like this: what's something that you should do when you're lost in a forest? person says, I don't know, what do I do? Start walking. When you're lost in life, you don't sit and wait for life to figure itself out. You start doing things in life. You want to become someone that does great things and makes your own path out of the forest and into greatness. This journey is one that will let you discover more about yourself and help you grow into a person that you never imagined was possible. Take a step in the right direction and you could go for miles. Take a step in the wrong direction and you might be lost forever. Two people are running a marathon, but only one finishes. Why? The other one was running in the wrong direction. Don't waste your life running in the wrong direction. Rather, focus on finishing the marathon.